So to start us on our quest for inspiration is our guest speaker, Mrs. Madeline Dunn. So Madeline, okay. So as Madeline comes to the stage, I'll just tell you a bit about her. Madeline is a motivational speaker. She is a serial entrepreneur and a former professional ski-mountaineer. She has conquered both literal and metaphorical mountains. Scaling active volcanoes and skiing solo taught her invaluable lessons in goal settings, overcoming obstacles, and embracing challenges as growth opportunities. In 2008, Madeline has captivated audiences at graduation ceremonies, hosted her own TV show, served as a field broadcaster for ABC, and shared her wisdom on global podcasts. Her transformative story embodies the unwavering human spirit and ignites a fire within you to overcome any obstacle and embrace limitless possibilities. So get ready to be inspired by Madeline Dunn and her incredible journey.
Can we give it up for Shoshana? Thank you. Thank you. As a 32-year-old female, I really appreciate this. This is the first time I've ever heard about it like this. Well, as you guys are served your dinner, I'm here to motivate and inspire you to overcome obstacles while increasing your hope and celebrating survivors. So I want you all to just picture this. All right, it is the summer solstice 2018. We're talking June 21st, but I'm 2,000 feet shy of 14,000 foot Mount Rainier. I've been climbing since 10 p.m. the night before, and this was my 18th volcano in 28 days. So I have climbed the equivalent of Mount Everest 4.7 times that month. What I realized when I was on that mountain as the snow was turning pink, it was so gorgeous. 4:30 in the morning, the sun's rising, just looking around, snow's pink. Free solo means I have no ropes. All right, 2 spikes in my hands, picks on my feet, and I'm putting 1 foot in front of the other. My eyes are focused on that summit, which I couldn't see until the sun started to rise. I was guided by the edges of crevasses and my map through the night until I got to this point on the mountain. What's really interesting when you climb a mountain or when you get to the top of your goal, we've all had this, right? You reach an income goal as a business owner, you finally overcome a health hurdle, and you're there. Right? You're there, you're at the top of your mountain, and you look out, and you see all the other peaks left to climb. All right, I just scaled a 14,000 foot peak. I'm looking out, I'm just like, ooh, that one's next. I just gotta go down there, get to the top of that one. What is with us humans and not celebrating our achievements? We get to the top of our mountain and we're already halfway to the next. And I will say that's how we get a lot of things done here, right? Being goal-oriented isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I think we can implement a few things in our lives to allow us to experience a little more joy, a little more peace and contentment, right? That's what life is all about. It's not about striving. So I'm wondering who you all are being during your doing. I really had to think about this as I was on top of my 18th volcano in 28 days and not proud of myself one lick. I was just ready for the next. And in fact, I knew I wasn't going to complete my 28 volcano expedition that I planned for myself because of my partner's toe injury and the weather. There's a lot of things that can ultimately determine whether or not you reach your goals. It's not always up to you. And so why not just celebrate life? Celebrate where we are right here, right now. Eating this food, breathing this air. You know, y'all have been breathing and you didn't even have to try since you got here. Since you were born, most of you. I think that's pretty spectacular. And now we're going to experience challenges. That's a given. all right? I believe it's a gift God has given us, is that LIFE is just one big series of challenges. So I want to challenge you to think about who you are being during your doing. Some of the beauty of challenges is that we can get deeper into our friendships and figure out who our true friends really are. It will bring our family together, right? When challenge happens, when things are going awry, we do have family, we have people close to us, and that feels really good. It's that silver lining, right? There's always something good, but sometimes we just can't see it. And rightfully so. We have these storm clouds, and sometimes they can become really dense. We've got our cloud, and the storm just keeps getting darker and darker and bigger as we focus on it. It seems to grow, but we can't help but focus on it because it's our health or our relationship or our career. And we feel like if we don't focus on it, we'll fail. But what we focus on, that's what grows. We've all heard this. Just think positively, but it's not that easy. It's not what I'm going to tell you to do, because it doesn't always work. But did you know that HOPE, HOPE, stands for help one person every day? HOPE. Help one person every day. So what I have noticed when I'm in my storm is that when I'm focused on myself and my problems, they tend to grow. And so if you're in a storm, I want you to imagine this cloud, and you can't see through it, and it's not your fault, but there is something you can do. You can extend your hand through that cloud, and what happens when you have, something in front of you that's dark? Maybe you're looking through, like I was just at my sister's bachelorette party, and I was looking through these shimmery streamers she had in front of her door, and all I could see was streamer. Until I stuck my hand through, and then I could start to see what was on the other side. And so if you have your storm cloud, I just want to encourage you to stick your hand through and grab someone else's. And it's going to allow you to shine some light into your world. All right, so we're breaking through that cloud with our hand by sticking it out so we can reach someone else. That's going to shine a little bit of light through for you. So we can increase hope by helping others. What are some other ways that we can increase hope? I like to think of hope as a garden. It's something that requires some effort because we don't always just have it. I've gone through some health hurdles that have honestly leveled my entire ski career. Yes, I was a professional athlete, and no, I am not anymore. In 2021, I had to cancel all of my contracts as I was seeing 6 specialists for 6 different chronic health conditions that I believe God blessed me with so that I could be here with you. Now, it wasn't fun at the time, but I had to start planting my garden of hope. And so I believe that helping one person is like planting that seed in your garden. Well, it's just like a 5D garden up in your brain, right? So we're planting that seed. I'm going to help someone. All right, where's the hope? I don't feel it yet. Well, when you plant a seed, it doesn't always grow. Who here gardens? All right, so can you just throw a seed out into your backyard and all of a sudden you have beautiful flowers? I don't know, sometimes. Usually you have to water them, add a little fertilizer, maybe weed. All right, so you're starting to grow hope. You plant that seed by helping someone. You reach out, you donate over here. You go and extend a smile over there, so that's your fertilization, that's your water. But then this weed pops up. Well, you gotta go weed that weed. You gotta get rid of that. All right, we're not just gonna always have a positive mindset just because we started helping someone. All right, so it's this process of planting and weeding and fertilizing and watering. And the more you do that, you become a gardener of your own mind. Hope starts to become something that just lives in your life. And when you have hope like that, you can extend it to other people. And that allows you to even get more hope, because I truly believe that hope is something that you have to cultivate and then pass on to someone else in order to experience more of it yourself. So hope, help one person every day. We're here at a fundraiser, Operation Breast Density Gala. There are many people that you can help without even knowing them. We have a silent auction table, we have a paddle auction, we have people in here that could use your smile. We have people in here that could use a little compliment on their outfit or just a hello. You have no idea what's going on in someone else's life, but you can make their day better, no matter what, by just extending a hand, saying hello, smiling, because we've all got our obstacles. Every one of you's got a mountain, I bet. I know I do. And so when we serve others, we serve our soul. Now, I do believe that it's not about us. I think it's about us helping each other, loving each other just as much as we love ourselves, and putting what matters first, which in my world is God. Now, I want to give you a little practice so that next time you're feeling like your storm cloud is just so big that you can't reach through, you try, you put your hand out, you reach out to a friend, but you're not getting light out the other side. So what do? This is a little mindset exercise. It's about 5 minutes, and you can walk yourself through it at any time. And so if you'd like, you can close your eyes and picture your mountain. This could be a health hurdle, a financial hurdle, a relationship issue. It's your mountain. All right, this is you, this is private. Now when you picture your mountain, this technically means you're in a valley. I've been in the mountains a lot, and when you're in between mountains or you're on one mountain and you're looking at the other, there is always a valley in between. Now when we're mountain climbing in the valleys, that's when we get our map out. That's when we look around and we see how far we've come. So you got your mountain in front of you, and I want you to turn around and look and see how far you've come. You're sitting here, which means I know for a fact that you have been through something difficult and you came out the other side stronger because you're here giving to someone else. All right, you made it here and y'all look fabulous. So you took your time getting ready. You came here to support Shoshana and other people that you've never even met. So now that we're looking at our mountain, we turn around, we know how far we've come. Well, it doesn't necessarily give us hope yet. It's like, yeah, I know I made it this far, but this mountain is just so big. This mountain is so big. This is where it gets fun. We get to play a little game of what if. All right, now sometimes our brain plays what if, like, ooh, what if the worst thing in the world is gonna happen? Well, luckily we're really bad at predicting our future. So what if this mountain, what if this obstacle ends up being a blessing? Well, let's think. Has that happened before, where you've had something in your life that felt terrifying or horrible and bad, and then it ended up being amazing? It helped you. It helped a friend. That happens a lot. And so what if this obstacle is a blessing? What if this obstacle ends up being something that works for you instead of against you? What if this difficult thing in front of you ends up being the thing that teaches you something that allows you to change your life for the better? Gives you purpose, gives you hope. Once we start to picture the mountain, see how far we've come, start to play that fun what if, well, what if it ends up being great? What if all the horrible things that you think are going to happen don't, which is likely what's going to happen? Well, now we feel a little lighter. Because we're not just catastrophizing the event, we're surrendering to the experience and we're practicing our being in the doing. Our being is love. That is the divine solvent. Love is the universal energy that is with us, with you, with me all the time. We just forget. And that's okay, because you can bring that back at any point by just sitting here and remembering that the air that you're breathing is filling your lungs without even trying. So as you feel lighter and surrender, instead of focusing on the issues with the mountain and the possibility with the challenge ahead, you can now fill up that space inside of you, right? Because we're like, whew, we're surrendered. Oh, it's okay. It actually is going to be okay. Now this space that we've cultivated, we get to fill with love. And you can spread hope from this place. And you can get hope, because you just need to feel 1% better so you can give that 1% to someone else. And so I'm curious who you can help today. Who you can go smile at. Who can you go bid on in the silent auction? Who can you give a compliment to? I promise it'll make you feel better. Promise. I've never had anyone say, I reached out to someone and said something really nice and it made me feel horrible. That's just not how the world works, and thank God for that. And so I personally have faith that miracles are real, and I was told there's evidence of 16 miracles here today with us. There are 16 survivors here. Right? Let's give it up. Can you please raise your hand if you're a survivor? I have a present for you. It's from my jewelry sponsor, Pretty Hunter, and they just launched a line of breast cancer awareness jewelry, and it's made with bullet casings and little gems, and I just love them. So I'm gonna give y'all a gift. And if there's more than 16, just please come see me, because I will personally get you a gift. I don't have enough. Keep your hands up. Here you go. Thank you for being here. Thank you. There's yours. Take it right.
Thank you. We're so much here today. Look at this.
Wow.
Awesome. That is
Wow.
Congratulations, ladies.
So I just want to encourage you, if you can, you are at a fundraiser and we are here to raise money. So go have fun and bid on auction items, and just know that you are doing something so good. So good. It's brings so much joy to people you might never meet.
This is my mom. I was told she says right off
Alright, any more survivors? Shoshana, I got you a gift as well. Thank you so much for being here and for listening and for supporting this cause. I know I am going to be talking to my doctor and any other woman in my age range. I highly recommend you do the same. Thank you so much, Shoshana.
All right, thank you, Madeline. That was incredible.